brain basics. We know about the brainstem, and forgive me, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Slow me down if I need to. Brainstem's kind of running all that automatic things, digestion, blinking, the things we don't have to think about. Up in the mid part of our brain, evolutionarily, this is the part of our brain that was designed to keep us safe, to be alert against threat, and this is sometimes called the Grand Central Station, or our downstairs brain, our emotional brain. This is the control panel in Inside Out. Yeah, that movie, Inside Out? And above that, the last part of our brain to develop was the thinking part of our brain. So for many of our kids, this thinking part of our brain is still under construction, and we're not really thinking, we're more feeling, and our kids are often in their feeling, in their midbrain often. The conflict sometimes arises when we as adults apply our upstairs brain, our logical, rational brain, to an emotional feelings situation, and we have a bit of a misunderstanding. We're not quite connecting with each other, kids and our parents, and we as the adults. A little bit more detail, the midbrain, the limbic system, also contains this little almond-shaped, there's actually two of them, almond-shaped, what are they called? It's not a, areas, I suppose, in the brain, called the amygdala. The amygdala is our emotion center. It's our fear center, but it's also our reward center. So when we're scrolling on our phones, it feels kind of good and welcome. It feels, we can lose ourselves for hours because of the little bit of dopamine the little dopamine hit that we're getting from that. So that's coming from the amygdala. It's also the amygdala, they're alert for threat. And what can often be challenging for us to understand our students' behavior is our brain doesn't know the difference between what's a real life-threatening situation and what might just be imaginary. For me, my amygdala is peaking right now because I find this quite a threatening situation. Standing up in front of a group of relative strangers, the boss is here taking notes, and there's a camera here, and I'm sweating. And I'm having to drop into a few strategies to stay in my thinking brain. And how successful I'm being at that is, you can be the judge of that. Down here, curiously, is our hippocampus, which is our memory center. So in really close proximity to our, feelings center is our memory center. And our experiences at school as infants, our experiences even before we get to school are lodged emotionally, whether we realize it or not. And often that has a profound effect on how our kids manage their anxiety and their thoughts around engaging with school, engaging with various subjects, and moving from place to place, moving from classroom down to the playground. And all of those different situations are firing lots of different parts of this midbrain set area here. Does that make sense? Is that enough? Moving on.